Yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today, it's your boy Horizon. We're bringing you guys another zombies theory video. We just had Ash of the Dam. I just completed the Easter egg by myself solo. It was actually super tough. There is going to be a nerf coming for the boss battle for all you guys coming soon, but I want to give you guys a little bit of something to hold on to before we get the director mode, and the majority of everyone else can probably get the Easter egg done maybe before director mode with the nerf. But the Victis Crew, the transit crew, may be returning. I have a theory. I got a couple of suggestions. The story does lean towards this a little bit. There's a couple of theories of how I think they would bring them back, a couple of ways that I think they would actually make this happen. But in Ashes of the Damned, I truly believe that they're setting the stage for the Victis Crew to finally come back. Now, it is absolutely possible for the Victis Crew to be alive or referenced in Ashes of the Damned, depending on the direction of Black Ops 7 zombie storyline. But how they could exist depends on which version of the zombies canon Black Ops 7 is following. Now, we could break this down in three ways: the realistic way, the plausible way, and the way that I think is absolutely going to be the case. In Cold War zombies, Victis, Misty, Marlton, Russman, the Victis Crew, Misty, Marlton, Russman, Stuhlinger were shown alive during certain intel segments, the things you could pick up during the map, because Richtofen never collected them. In this universe, they could still be wandering the earth, damned for all eternity, or just like how Richtofen and Samantha were just in that world, they could just be walking around, who knows, sleeper agents. Now, Victis is alive. If it's just like the Cold War zombies, that means Victis is alive. They were never put on ice. They have they're scattered survivors in the outbreak era of zombies, and they can return naturally to their form factor and then brought back to the Ashes of the Dam. Now, these guys are probably some of the most cursed group of people in all of zombies. Now, they could be found as prisoners in a containment wing, we never know, in Ashes of the Damned, or after it. Their names appear in black site files. Marlton has notes about 115 Ash reactors. Misty or Russman appears NPC survivors just randomly throughout the outbreak. Stuhlinger hears voices in the ash, linking him to the Aether. That would be the easiest way for them to bring it back, but then once again, those are just fan theories. Now, if Black Ops 7 tries to reconnect with the Chaos, plus Dark Aether, plus OG Aether multiverse, especially with our Ashened folk, they have Treyarch has teased the echoes of the past cycles exist within the Dark Aether universe, especially with this new Ashes of the Damned villain, if we will. This means Victis could appear as echoes, memories encoded in the 115 Ash, variants pulled from another timeline, or just holographic ghosts produced by the CIA experiments inside Black Ops 7 and Black Ops 6, if you will. This fits the Ash of the Dam perfectly because the map already involves Ash-encoded consciousness, the 115 data, residue, and memory imprints of the dead. Now, Victis could appear as distorted Ash projections, recordings from timeline fractures, files containing their names and identities, as well as secret areas referencing their cryopods from Black Ops 4, continuing that story. This wouldn't revive them physically, but it would canonically confirm they exist somewhere inside this multiverse in Black Ops 7. Now, if Black Ops 7 secretly continues the Black Ops 4 Aether ending the cryo-Victis timeline where they are frozen, they could be collected by Primus Richtofen, placed in cryopods, and then meant to be revived for Tagdar Toten, ultimately sacrificed along with every universe. But the studio has intentionally left these loopholes open. It could mean Victis was pulled from a different timeline. Not all Victis variants were confirmed erased. The cycle was only broken for the main universe, and Aether echoes may still exist outside Monty's Purge. So Treyarch could reveal one timeline where Victis escaped from the Purge, an unbroken pocket universe that we're seeing now inside Black Ops 7 as well. The CIA recovered cryopods from a fractured dimension, meaning they went to another dimension just like in Black Ops 6, grabbed those cryopods and brought them back. The Ash archive could also contain encoded Victis memories like we saw in Black Ops 7 and Ashes of the Damned. This would allow them to appear without breaking Tagdar Toten's canon, if you will. Now, this is going to be the most realistic and most likely option for Ashes of the Damned. Based on the map's themes, the 115 Ash, the memory imprints, the CIA black sites, the most likely scenario is Victis existed as imprinted memories or data fragments inside the Ash archive inside the Janus Towers. Clues that Treyarch has included within the maps: now Marlton's handwriting on 115 notes, a radio from Misty, a joke from Russman on a corrupted PA system, a whisper only Stuhlinger would hear hinting he's still out there, a hidden room showing their names in old CIA profiles. This would honor their legacy without forcing a full resurrection. The final verdict, if you all will. Everyone's been waiting for this one. I've been yapping this entire 4-minute segment on this video. Could they be alive? Yeah, depending on which timeline Black Ops 7 is going to be following. Could Victis appear in Ashes of the Damned? Absolutely, especially as Ash encoded memories or hidden survivors. Could they return as playable characters? No, not really guaranteed, but Treyarch knows how loved they are. Their return is very much possible, especially with the form factor and all the cool stuff coming from the Black Ops 2 continuation into Black Ops 7. It's not likely, but it is possible. But let me know what you guys think. Is this truly a return to form? Is Zombies back? I like to say Zombies is back, but mostly for us story guys. I truly do believe that it is back. But with that being said, I have my canon theory. Once again, I have my ideas of how this can move forward. I was super obsessed with the fractors and the fractures of the universe and the infinite, if you will. Now, when the Aether collapsed, the Tiger Toe and the multiverse was erased, but not instantly. Small fragments called temporal residue pockets remained for minutes, even hours, before being fully collapsed. The CIA was monitoring the dimensional anomalies since the Cold War detected them. The life signs, the cryopod energy signatures, the corrupted Aether echoes. They located 4 pods drifting between collapsed points. The CIA pulled the pods through before the final wipe. Victis didn't survive because the Aether cycle continues, but Victis survived because the CIA stole them from the collapsing timeline. To the CIA, they weren't heroes, they were assets. That's how we can get them back. Now, we can move on to the Ash Archive experiments. Victis is kept in cryo within the Sundowner Labs, the same facility from the Ashes of the Damned. Scientists attempt memory extraction, dimensional mapping, voice pattern data scans, 115 exposure tests, and neural reconstruction of the decaying souls. Victis bodies are stable, but their Aether-contaminated minds are fragmented. Marlton is awake, occasionally screaming about the cycle being wrong. Misty keeps screaming of blood-red oceans. Stillinger hears whispers from the dead universes. Russman confuses scientists with past versions of people he's met. This would all be absolutely amazing in canon. Now, the new doctrine infiltrates the facility to steal the Ash archives. The breach causes the backup generators to explode. The containment seals fail. The facility burns. The cryopods rupture. The 115 Ash to flood the air. All this cool stuff could be absolutely insane. They could have an insane return. This whole story is set up for Victis to come back, but this is just a theory, and I'm kind of like scoping this out. This is such a small, narrow wave. I don't even know, like, if this could all be thrown out by season 1 and nobody would care, you know. They'll just want to see Victis return. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think Victis would return? Let me know in the comments as well. See you on the next subscribe if you're brand new, and I'm out of here.